cooking for an hour, and I wanted to show you what goes on next. Oh, that's too hot. So it's a little trick. I'm steaming the clams and the, oh, they're beautiful. God, that looks good. I'm steaming the clams with a, oh, look at them, how beautiful this is. Look. See, now I could have put it right in here. This is almost done. It's a little too liquidy for me. But I want to cook the paella down to dryness so that it's a crust on the bottom, which is the desired end delivered on your table. Michael Savage table. You want a crust on the bottom of your paella, a little crusty, cooked rice, right? So I've been cooking for well over an hour. Most of the liquid has been absorbed by the beautiful rice. And now, at the end of that process, according to the recipe I've been using for 40 years, they say cook for 20 minutes. It's really 30. It depends upon how much liquid there is in there. It says turn the rice from top to bottom. I do not turn the rice from the top to the bottom. I want to crust the rice on the bottom and crispy it out. You got it? That's number one. Number two, it said add the lobster meat and peas, cover and cook 5 minutes longer. Okay, then steam the mussels and clams and lure them. I'm not going to steam them in the broth. I'm steaming these, look, see, separately with those incredible sea scallops. Now I'm going to turn it off. I don't want to overcook them because they're going to go right into the big dish. But I would say that we're very close to adding the peas. And then at that point, I'm going to put in the rest of the scallops and the clams on top of that. And I'm not going to turn it from top to bottom. Instead of lobster meat, I'm using scallops. It says steam the mussels and clams in a little water. The shell's open, blah, blah, blah. Heat the pimentos and drain. I'm not using the mussels, clams, and pimentos as a garnish in my little cookbook. I am cooking them in some of the broth that I took from here, over here. See? So it has a flavor of the dish so that when they wed, they're meshed. I'm going to add this to this. I'm going to put the peas in shortly. It said cook the rice, 20 minutes. It's been 30 because I know how long this takes. I could turn it. It's a little soupy for me, but I don't want to burn the pot, and I don't want to burn the, see, it's soupy, which is not how I like it. I don't like soupy. I want dryness. So I probably have to throw the pans out now. They're not burnt, but the rice is not cooked yet. It hasn't absorbed all the liquid. It's not an exact science. I keep telling you, cooking is an art, not a science. All of that horrible stuff on the edges will come out. It'll cook out. It'll wash out. But what I'm doing now is I'm pushing it back into the dish. Why? Because that burnt stuff, quote unquote, is where all the flavor is. It's not toxic. See it? See that? That's where the flavor is. That's where all the flavor is, right in there. I mean, these are the little things that any chef will tell you are the key to. See that? See the bottom? Look at that. See that? I am actually cooking it right back into the paella. I could take it out right now. This thing is done. Look at this. It's a masterpiece, but it's too moist for me. Oh, I love it. You hear it? Look how it's moving as a living entity. Food is living. No one cooks like this. You can't get it in a restaurant. I don't blame them. Who's going to spend an hour cooking a paella? Nobody. The best paella I ever had was in my own house. I had good ones in Spain. So long ago, I don't want to mention when. Is the rice done? Not to my satisfaction. It's still too moist. See? You got to love food to cook food. This is Savage paella. It takes a lot of time, a lot of attention. I mean, it's good, but not dry enough. So I'm going to put in the peas. I love peas, don't you? Aha. So that added a little moisture. You hear that? Put the cover back on. Again, not rocket science, just food science. Okay. That little liquid that went in with the peas, fantastic. Oh, so good. The peas, they had the sweetness, the vitamin C. I love peas. I could eat them day and night. Okay, well, you want to cook them in, though. They don't want to be separated. Delivered at the table, you want it to be cooked into the meal. Everything needs, you know what cook means? It means cooked. My friend's Lorenzo's restaurant, there was a big sign in that busy kitchen in the North Beach restaurant. You know what it said to all the staff? Hot means hot, cold means cold. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he knew restaurants. That guy he knew the business. He knew food. So he's in heaven now, and I'm here on earth cooking for you. There you go. Now you see how it's looking a little almost like porridge, which you don't want. I want this much drier than this. I don't want it porridgey. I wouldn't put that on a table in my restaurant. No way would I say that's ready. No way. It's close to ready. Okay, so heat's on low. We're going to raise the heat a little bit over there. Now, see this beautiful stuff? All the good stuff now. All the good stuff just went in. Wow, that's good. I'm the chief cook and bottle washer here, which I love. I love managing my own life. It's called independent living. What's this now beeping? Unbelievable. No idea what's going on outside my door. Why is it beeping? I'll close the goddamn door. Piece of shit. All right, here we go. You know, with me, you get reality here, reality 101. So I cook the scallops and the clams in a separate pan in the broth that was in here to begin with. So they're flavored already. They're not like, alien to the dish. This is getting good. And I got to tell you something. Paella the next day, the way I cook it is even better because it dries better. And then the next day you reheat it in a pan. It's unbelievable. So let me taste it. Good. I'm finding that foods do not have the flavors they used to have. And I don't think I have COVID. I think the foods are less flavorful. I think that the sourcing is less generous. Something's going on. I've returned food to the market several times. I don't normally return food. I throw it out, and I'm embarrassed. I brought an avocado back today. You know why? I pay a lot of money for organic avocados. I opened it up. It was all black inside. Okay, they took it. They didn't complain. Then I took another item back. Now, here's something I bought today I'm going to return. Another Ganef job. Italian seasoning. I never use this. No flavor at all. Dead. They may as well put straw in a jar for like $8. I'm bringing it back. I want my money back. I'll exchange it. I normally grow my own herbs, but okay, I tried it. I don't like the beeping outside. It's bothering me. It's disturbing. It's my I'm like very sensitive to like sounds. The EIP beeping, I hate it. Why do you have to put that on the back of tractors and trailers? No one ever gets run over unless they're stoned out of their gourd. I did open the wine, so I'm going to close the window so I don't get angry now about Harris and the fraudulent people who want to destroy America. Let's look at this now and see how my masterpiece is coming out. I'm a little hungry. I want to taste it a little more. Look at that. Who wouldn't want to eat this? This is a dish fit for a president. Biden wouldn't eat this. He's like a white bread and mayonnaise guy. Kamala might eat it from Jamaica. She might appreciate it. Trump would spit it out. No, I'm not knocking him. He would think it's puke. Doesn't look like a burger and fries. Get rid of it. He has great food at Mar-a-Lago. This is good. I should cook a paella for Mar-a-Lago for all of the great people. Yeah, right. Good luck. Probably have to make $1 million donation to be a celebrity chef there. Look, everything comes with a price. What are you going to do? That's life today. Everything costs something. I'm not willing to pay the freight. I'm on the natch. You want me? Invite me. I'm not paying a dime. Mm. Can you imagine paying to see Joe Biden and his wife? Where'd they go? Where's her social worker now that she's lost Air Force One in 70 days? She's going to fly Southwest now after this? Are you telling me that Jill Biden, the social worker, is looking forward to flying from Air Force One now? She wants to go over to Spirit Airlines and get beaten up by a minority on the airplane? Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. Of course you don't want to give it up. Would you? You have 10,000 men protecting you. You have the biggest plane on Earth, the safest plane on the planet. You can go to Spirit Airlines and have a minority beat you up in the aisle? How about using the restroom on Spirit Airlines? You want to do that? Go ahead. You do it, not me. So no wonder they didn't want to let go. Oh, God. I don't think he's going to finish out the term. I think there's another surprise coming. If Trump continues to surge in the polls, there'll be a little something coming up. Oh, yeah. I don't want to ruin these incredible pans. It's almost dry enough for Mike. Let's try a scallop together. I'm going to close this up. What I'm going to do now is just shut the heat and let it sit. As they say, let it rest. That's not in my vocabulary, let it rest. Is it in your vocabulary, let it rest? Let's see how that scallop tastes. Let me show you this thing. Oh, God, look at the thing look at the stuff God makes. See scallop? These are not bay scallops from China. They're not sewer scallops from a toilet or an effluence somewhere in Shanghai. These are good. Let me see. Not bad. But the best thing is this. Best thing is the Friday night, 7:20. The sun's almost down. I'm going to go to a Jewish prayer service online. I like to listen to the chants. I like, they're in my DNA. If you're anti-Semite, drop dead, go to hell, go where you belong. Go listen to some Nazi prick, see if I care. Before the Jews came along, you were swinging in trees and raping your daughter. So here we are. Not bad. I'm going to let it set. I'll eat a little, and I'll eat the rest tomorrow, reheated. And I'm going to go listen to a online Friday night Sabbath service. I like to hear the singing and the chanting and the same prayers. Why do you think religion is so satisfying? Christian, Jewish, Buddhist, Hindu. Why? Because it's embedded in our DNA for thousands of years, for millennia. It's embedded in our DNA. So when we hear the chants, whatever our religion may be, it soothes us. It gives us a sense of continuity. Okay, life goes on, it moves, and you don't feel isolated. You're just part of the continuum of life. That's what I'm going to do as soon as this stuff cools down. We have a bit, listen to my prayers, and then I'm going to dream. I'm just going to dream tonight. I've been having good dreams. What about you? Any good dreams? Well, I'm going to go now. I'm glad I could be with you. I want to thank you for indulging me. I know many of you are lonely. The thing to remember about loneliness is everyone's lonely. In fact, those who are busiest are loneliest. Those who are most occupied are most lonely. Those who are happiest are saddest. And those who are saddest may be the happiest. That's something for another time. It's called Philosophy 101. It's not taught in schools anymore. It's a mixture of Zen Judaism, which I just invented. Maybe I'll create a new religion. I'm reaching at a point. I'll create Zen Judaism. Maybe even the Nazis will come to their senses and understand what's what, who's who, and who how. All right, folks, thank you very much for indulging my, uh, let's say, my travels, my mental travels with you this evening. And my paella is settling in, and I'm going to have a little bit. You're going to hit the like button. Look, it does look good. To most people, they wouldn't like it. It looks burned. It isn't burned. It's cooked. You know, there's a difference between burned and cooked. This is cooked. See, every grain of rice, I could put it on a plate. I could serve 8 people with this. How much would you pay to have my paella with me one night with me talking on a yacht somewhere? Let's say I rented a yacht somewhere and I wanted to raise some money for an animal charity. Are there any conservative high rollers who would pay any money? Or everybody's a schnorrer who wants something for nothing on YouTube? I'm thinking of chartering a yacht. I'm thinking of chartering a yacht on San Francisco Bay and charging like $25,000 a head, 8 people. We go out together, we cater it, we talk for 4 hours, and all the money, every dime. I don't skim one dime off it. I'm not one of the fake conservative hosts who runs a fake university. Prager, you. Prager, I found you, Prager, you. You want to pick on me? Hey, Dennis, you want to keep attacking me, you stupid schnurrer, you? You long-footed putz? Go ahead. Keep ripping me, you putz. I got a new enemy now, Dennis Prager. A nobody, a schmuck, a mook, a bum. Go ahead, Dennis. Keep attacking me, you nobody, you untalented schmuck. You're the kind of Jew who worked in a shoe store when I was a kid. The most you could do is sell Tom McCann, you putz. Now you're peddling a university on federal money, you asshole, you. See, I'm getting mad now, which is what you want to hear, but I'm not going to give you any more. No, a mess. I just had the maids in here. Look at this mess I made. My God. From stem to stern, it was immaculate. It's like a laboratory is supposed to be messed up. Him, Mark Levin. Mark Levine changed his name to Levin. Benny Shapiro! Benny used to collect sound for me when he was at TRN. Benny was a sound collector with his Harvard degree. Levin used to listen to me when he was in San Jose, trying to be a lawyer. And he failed in Silicon Valley. Oh, yeah! You know that the great Levine, the great lawyer, failed in Silicon Valley to be a lawyer, so he went into talk radio after studying under me. You know, big star on Fox News under Murdoch. Murdoch, a real trustworthy soul. I called him Moloch a long time ago. Now you know why I'm not on Fox News. The only one I trust on Fox News is Laura Ingraham. I like her. She's a nice lady. Neil Cavuto is a cabbage. Neil Cavuto is a mortadello with eyes. Neil Cavuto, are you joking? He admitted he was a left-wing fanatic. I don't understand. Brett Baer looks like a chipmunk. The guy at night I like, he's funny, who Trump called into. Hello, I'm calling from the Trump. I'm going. Gutfeld. Gutfeld's funny. He's got good writers and a good delivery. Makes you believe he's happy. Can you imagine him throwing up after a show? God. Gutfeld makes you believe he's like gloriously happy every minute. After the show, he probably goes in the back and pukes in a bucket. Like most entertainers. He's not happy. He's a depressed guy. He's ripped inside, torn to pieces. That's why he's doing it every night. Why would he do that unless, if he was happy, would he be doing that on Fox News? All the money in the world? No, because he's unhappy. He feels he's inadequate. He's probably got a small schmendrick, and he's trying to be bigger. That's all. All right, hit the like button. I could keep going, and you'll love it, because I'm starting to get warmed up now. With God's will and your listenership, I'll be back on Sunday morning with some God talk. God knows what's there to talk about. God, what do you want me to talk about on Sunday morning? Maybe I'll be inspired on Friday night on the Jewish Sabbath with the God talk on Sunday morning. Until we meet again, happy trails to you. This is Michael Savage saying, thank you very much for 30 years of love.